Imagine waking up one day and finding out that you are the last human on Earth. What does that world look like? In the immediate aftermath of the Great Vanishing, the world would be an orchestra without a conductor, a symphony without a sound. The ceaseless hum of humanity, the chattering voices, the rumble of traffic, the rhythmic beat of industry, all would go silent in an instant. Imagine the deafening silence that would follow. The kind of silence that isn't merely a lack of noise, but a living, breathing entity. A silence that's tangible, one that you can almost touch, feel, taste. A silence that isn't just heard, but felt deep within your soul. Now, imagine the cities, once teeming with life, now standing desolate, empty. Majestic skyscrapers, symbols of human ambition and achievement, now just vacant shells. The streets, once bustling with activity, now eerily quiet. The parks, once filled with laughter and joy, now silent save for the rustle of the wind. As the silence deepens, nature would begin to stir, to wake from its long slumber. The rustle of leaves, the chirping of birds, the whisper of the wind would fill the air. The cities, once concrete jungles, would now become real jungles. The wild would creep back, slowly, steadily, inexorably. The grass would grow through the cracks on the pavement. The trees would reclaim the streets, and the animals would roam free. The cities would be swallowed by the green, by the wild, by nature. The world would be a canvas, and nature would be the artist, painting with bold, vibrant strokes. And in this world, amidst the silence, the stillness, the green, there would be an eerie calmness, a calmness that's not just a lack of disturbance, but a state of equilibrium, a balance, a calmness that's not merely seen but felt, experienced. It's a world of silence, of stillness, where nature begins to reclaim its lost ground. It's a world that's not just a place, but a state of being, a state of existence. It's a world that's not just a reality, but a possibility, a potentiality. It's a world that's not just an end, but a beginning, a new dawn. But what happens to the colossal structures humans have built over the centuries? Without the constant touch of human hands, these man-made marvels would inevitably crumble. Imagine the Eiffel Tower, once a symbol of human ingenuity, succumbing to rust and eventually collapsing into a heap of iron. Skyscrapers, once scraping the heavens, would be reduced to skeletal remains, their glass windows shattered, their steel frames corroded. Bridges, those magnificent connectors of lands and people, would decay, their cables snapping, their arches collapsing into the waters beneath. Without maintenance, cities, those bustling hubs of human life, would transform into ghost towns. The chirping of birds would replace the cacophony of traffic. Wildflowers would sprout amidst the concrete, painting a vibrant contrast to the gray. Our grand architectural achievements, our expressions of artistic prowess, would all become relics of a bygone era. In the absence of human intervention, our architectural marvels become relics of a bygone era. With mankind gone, who takes center stage? In the absence of human intervention, the earth begins to reclaim its own. The once bustling cities, now devoid of their human inhabitants, see a resurgence of wildlife and plant life. Skyscrapers and concrete jungles, once symbols of human prowess, slowly transform into vertical forests and verdant meadows. Imagine wolves prowling through the silent streets of New York, deer grazing peacefully in what was once London's Hyde Park, and dolphins swimming through the sunken ruins of Tokyo. The Earth's denizens, long driven to the fringes of human civilization, now roam freely, reclaiming the spaces their ancestors once called home. The flora and fauna flourish, no longer hindered by the incessant encroachment of mankind. Forests teem with an abundance of life, from the tiniest insects to the most majestic of creatures. The air thrums with the sound of birdsong, the rustle of leaves, and the murmur of rivers, unmarred by the cacophony of human life. And what of the Earth's climate? Without the constant emission of greenhouse gases, the Earth begins to heal. The hole in the ozone layer slowly closes. The polar ice caps cease their rapid melting, and the sea levels stabilize. The Earth's temperature, after a long period of unnatural increase, gradually begins to fall. The world's ecosystems stabilize, finding a balance that had been disrupted by human activity. Coral reefs burst back into vibrant life, rainforests regrow with renewed vigor, and deserts bloom with hardy vegetation. In this new world, the cycle of life continues, albeit differently. Predators and prey find a new equilibrium, species that were once endangered thrive, and the balance of nature is restored. The Earth, free from the pressures and strains of human existence, breathes a sigh of relief. The planet blossoms unshackled and unburdened into a rewilded Eden, teeming with life and vitality. In the absence of humanity, Earth becomes a wild, untamed paradise once more. Would any evidence of human existence endure, or would we be completely forgotten? It's a question that might haunt the corners of your mind. If we look around, we see potential remnants of our civilization that could outlive us. Our plastic waste, for example. It's virtually indestructible and could linger for thousands of years, a grim reminder of our throwaway culture. Then there's nuclear waste. Stored in fortified repositories, it could remain hazardous for tens of thousands of years, a silent warning from the past to future inhabitants of Earth. And what about our architectural marvels? Structures like the Great Wall of China or the Pyramids of Giza, crafted with such care and precision, might endure, standing tall against the ravages of time. They would serve as awe-inspiring relics of human ingenuity and determination. Our legacy, it seems, is a mix of wonder and warning, a testament to our achievements and a stark reminder of our failures. So, what does this all mean for us, you might wonder? It's a gentle nudge, a subtle reminder of the footprint we leave on the world. The story we've spun today paints a picture of a planet changing and adapting, thriving even, in the absence of humanity. But it's not an invitation to vanish. Rather, it's a call to introspection. Consider this: are we living in harmony with our surroundings, or are we merely occupants, indifferent to the silent pleas of nature? The answer isn't meant to induce guilt, but to stir a sense of responsibility. Our actions ripple through time, leaving an indelible mark on the canvas of our world. We're not mere spectators in this grand theater of existence, but active participants. Every choice we make, every step we take, shapes the world we live in. Perhaps, in contemplating a world without us, we can better understand how to coexist with the world around us.